Hey, good morning everybody. So, really excited for this shave today, so I'm just going to get right into it. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, this is going to be your first time seeing it. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'd appreciate it. It's going to be flying Hawaiian shaves. But yeah, so here's the brush. This is from Milton over at Turn and Shave. He did an absolutely amazing job on this. And this is going to be my, like I said, Turn and Shave custom. So it is an abalone core inside of a clear resin with faux pearl resin on the top and bottom, and inside of it is a Elite Razor 28mm white Venturian. This thing is just amazing. Camera really doesn't do it justice, but there you go. It is just, yeah, I'm just floored by this brush. This may be the best looking brush that I own. So Milton, if you watch this, man, thank you very much. Just like I said, it's just incredible. Even my mother, who normally just says like, you only have one face, she was like, this is a beautiful brush. So yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. It was made to match this razor right here, Max Sprecher. There's the reflection. Max Sprecher 8/8 quarter hollow. Spanish point, forgive me, in my Suminagashi video I called that one a Spanish. That was a French point. Thank you, Ross, for correcting me. I did get it right in the end though. But yeah, this one's a Spanish point, 8/8 quarter hollow. And then there's what I wanted to match. I wanted to match the pink pearl and abalone inlay in the spine. And like I said, Milton did a fantastic job. So, as you can probably tell from the title of the video, I'm gonna be going with Holy Cow, King of Bourbon. So, this is in Holy Cow's new base called Buffalo. And as you can see right here, water buffalo milk. There's a few other things he added. I believe the whey is new. I'm not really too familiar with all his ingredients, but I know those two for sure are new ingredients. The performance on this soap is amazing. Here it is. Only one use on it, but that one use was enough to give me a good idea on the soap. Oh, the scent is amazing. Off the top of my head, all I know is bourbon, tobacco, vanilla. So there are more scent notes. This is a pretty complex scent. Now you might think that bourbon, tobacco, kind of along the same lines of Signature. Only difference is the vanilla and the sandalwood. To my nose, scents are really night and day. This one kind of plays towards that vanilla bourbon, and then there's, like I said, it's kind of a lot more scent notes, so a little bit more complex, but I love both of them. They're both very good in their own ways, and yeah, this is a wonderful scent. So I'm just gonna re-wet the brush a little bit. Don't want to start out with too dry of a brush. And then on this Elite Razor knot, I have only done 2 palm lathers to kind of help break it in a little bit, and that has been it. So it's still pretty much a new knot, but the nice thing about these Elite Razor knots is they pretty much require no break-in. So that's the load I'm gonna go with. You do notice that the soap is just a little bit on the darker side. The lather isn't a super sheeny white. It does have a little bit of tinge to it, as you can kind of see with the excess on the top, but Just gonna add the excess, or the proto lather right here. I'm just gonna add that to my face. But yeah, this is just an excellent scent. Shree did an amazing job on it. And also an amazing job on his base. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is like kind of the best time to be a wet shaver. And I agree. If you are a fan of artisan soaps, the market is just getting saturated with these just like ridiculously good bases. A lot of these artisans are managing to do something I didn't think was possible, and that's improve on their already phenomenal bases. I mean, Sprecher, man. Peter over at the club, and Ariana and Evans. Now, holy cow. Declaration Grooming with Icarus. I think they were kind of the first ones to make those the big stride to like taking an already pretty elite base and just really taking it to the next level. It's a little bit harder to obtain, but Talbot, actually, I don't know when Talbot made the change from V1 to V2, so I don't know if Icarus was first or Talbot was first. Only thing about Talbot, really hard to get a hold of. And then you have people coming out with new stuff like Mammoth, which is just impossible to obtain. That stuff sells out just super fast, but enough about that. So you can see the lather, pretty nice white sheen to it, but it's not quite like probably the whitest lathers I've seen are like fine as far as like a tallow soap goes. It just has that ultra white lather, but I'm not really one to nitpick about colors on my lather. It's probably the vanilla though, but yeah, like I said, don't really care too much, but this soap, just looking real good. So it's not I wouldn't say it's a particularly thirsty soap. I haven't really added a lot of water to it, and we're already pretty much there in terms of hydration. So, like I said, I wouldn't call it thirsty, but it can take a really wide range of water. Which I really like, because I like to drown my soaps. And I just need to stop talking and get on with the shave, because I'm 8 minutes in. No razor on my face. So if you're still here and you're not bored yet, I appreciate that. Oh, that's a lot of lather. But there we go. Try to get some of that off onto the brush, but not like I really need it. Got a bit of lather on the brush, so soap does load quite easily as well. Definitely no trouble there. I wasn't really putting any pressure into the soap, just using the tips, really. But here we go. Get going with the razor. And this is 1 day of growth. just cruising. And don't get me wrong, this base, so it is an improvement on the standard donkey milk base, but the way it's better, I don't want to say it's marginal, because I don't want to underplay how good the soap is, but at the same time, I mean, like, the donkey milk base was already such a good base. Like most of these guys, there isn't a ton of room for improvement. So, like I said, it is a little easier to lather and stuff like that. But really, I mean, like most of the guys that did those reformulations that I named, so just to reiterate, Ariana and Evans, Declaration Grooming, Bear Stern Man. I haven't tried Talbot V1, so I can't say too much about that. But those three were already like probably about a 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 in the majority of categories. So the ways that this soap is better, it's not drastic. Like if you can't get your hands on this soap for some reason, and you have to use, you know, the past formula, the donkey milk tallow, you know, you're not losing out. This is what I'm trying to say. You're still using an excellent top tier soap base. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. These razors will have to go back to Max soon. This one and the blue Abalone as well. Just kind of starting to lose the sharpness that I like. But still doing the job. I mean, just in the way I shave, you can kind of tell when I use the Sumi Nagashi, because the edge is fresh. You notice I don't go over the same area very often. It's just mostly, you know, the initial pass with maybe just one buff to just make sure. 2 buffs max. But for the most part, it's just one and done with that razor. With this one and with the blue, I can buff a little bit more. Well, I kind of need to get it clean, and that's just because the edge is starting to wear down. I use these razors a lot, as you guys know, so nothing I have nothing but good things to say about Max's both razors and his edges. Probably best edges I've ever shaved with. Actually, no, guarantee best edges I've ever shaved with. And like I said, only customs I have, so I can't really compare. But I mean, just you can just see the quality and craftsmanship in them. So, oh, coffee is good today. And as you can see, this lather is just still super thick on the third pass, but sheen doesn't, sheen kind of comes down. I got that nice, nice sunlight coming in through the window, but yeah, it still has a nice sheen to it, so you can tell it's well hydrated. Here we go, last pass. Ooh, that's feeling good. So for me, my chin is probably, like most people, the hardest area to get VBS. Did a good job today. But with the Sumi, man, is it easy. That's feeling really good. So when I do the cross grain pass on my jawline, with the first one I do, I like to keep that spine real close to my jaw, real close to my chin, and I roll it as I get to, you know, the curve of my chin. So I do that with the cross grain pass. I try to keep that spine nice and flat. I don't know if you can see, but on my against the grain pass, I open up that angle just a little bit. So it is a more aggressive angle, but it does allow me to kind of get the chin a little bit closer, even with just like a kind of cross grain pass, because as I've kind of demonstrated before, my chin kind of has a little bit of give to it. So when I bring the razor up, you can kind of see it bunches up, and then once it gets off that point, it goes up like that. So kind of dangerous. I like to keep my lips and my nose where they are. So I just stick with the cross grain passes aside from right in the middle of my chin, just because I have a little more control right there. But yeah, it's just a tip for anybody who's having maybe a little bit of trouble with the with the chin area. And then anytime you're going against the grain on your growth, whether it be even the cross grain strokes, but whether it be, you know, a downstroke, because I understand some people, their neck, it grows up right there, or something like my neck right here, this hair right next to my Adam's apple, it grows up towards my chin. So anytime you're going cross grain or against the grain, like I said, regardless of direction of the stroke, make sure you're keeping that spine close. With the grain pass, you have a little more leeway. You know, you want to keep about like that 30 degree, like they say. For a cross grain stroke and an against the grain stroke, you pretty much want to keep that spine almost flush with the skin. Maybe just place the spine against your skin and then just lift it just a little bit, and that's about how much space you want. Yeah, Leroy asked me to give him some tips about bottom of the neck, so I understand his grows up that way, so just when you're shaving the bottom of your neck right there, try to keep that spine nice and close to the skin. But yeah, so let me just dry out for a quick. And then end of the year, I'm going to be shaving off the stash. So got the matching, but I will be doing my shave tutorials and other tutorials then, just so that I can kind of release them as like a nice continual series, maybe kind of build up the collection so I have some stuff to review. But that was an excellent shave. When I have a good shave, I pretty much get no burn from my aftershave. Maybe in just some areas, like right over here. Actually, I didn't get any there today, and I actually did a very good job. So really happy with that. But yeah, pretty much zero burn from the aftershave. That's how I personally know I got a good shave. But whew, pretty BBS everywhere. Just real good. Alrighty. Just a recap. Brush, Milton, so turn and shave, Abalone with a 28mm Elite Razor, white Fanturian, just beautiful. For anybody curious, Fanturian is just a name that I kind of call my my Manchurian fan knots. It's nothing special, not a special knot. So that's just what I call any Manchurian fan. So yeah, just little kind of FYI there. Razor for today, and let me just get it nice and kind of cleaned off so you can see that gorgeous mirror on here. Let's see, where am I? There I am. Max Sprecher, 8/8, quarter hollow, Spanish point, abalone scales, abalone pink pearl, inlay in the spine with the tang work, and a monkey tail. I'm so floored every time I look at this razor. It's gorgeous. And then soap went with, holy cow, King of Bourbon. Fantastic scent, amazing performance, and finished it off with the matching splash. Splash does have menthol, so I love it, feels great. So that is all for the shave. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everybody has a good start to their week. And oh, real quick, happy birthday Russell Barton. Today is his birthday. So Russell Barton over at Wild West Shaving Company, go wish him a happy birthday if you haven't already. And that's it for me. Catch you in the next one. See ya.